one boy, Naomi, Myra's her brother. I think he's in 10th grade too. Ryan, and I don't really know anybody else.
Okay.
So I don't hang around the boys.
You don't hang around the boys? Okay. Do you ever talk to any of the boys?
No. Except for my brother.
No, except for your brother? Okay. And how old did you say your brother was?
He's 16.
16. What's his name?
Alfonso.
Alfonso. Okay. And does he, where does he live?
He lives in the brothers' dorm.
In the brothers' dorm? Okay. Where is the brothers' dorm, like, where's the girls' dorm? Or is it called something else?
Let me see. It's like, we're like, the houses are like kind of like around each other. I don't know if he moved to a different dorm, whatever, but I don't know exactly where he is, but he lives in, either one of the dorms, and, you know, we all live together, like, you know, it's not like a compound, people are free to go wherever they want to go, but, you know, he lives, you know, around with, you know, some of the other brothers in the church.
Okay. Well, that helps me a little, because I've never been there, I don't know exactly what, you know, when you say brother's dorm, you know, I kind of don't know what you're really talking about, because I haven't been out there, I don't know. But you said it's houses that are just next to each other?
Not kind of next to each other. There's like maybe like a little clump of houses, and like a little ways off there's like another set of houses and stuff like that.
Okay. So how far is the boys from the girls?
The dorm? Let me think. Like how many feet?
Well, like if you were to walk, I mean, how far would it be?
It's not really that far. It's not like near a mile or anything, you know.
Okay.
It's like maybe about 20 yards. No wait, that's too small. I don't know really how to explain it.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
If I ask you something and you don't know, or you don't know how to explain it, just let me know. Okay. So you said that there's no like so it's not a compound because there's no like fences or.
Oh no, it's not a compound.
People can leave. Is that what you said?
There's like this girl that's causing all this havoc. Marissa Rogers, she left when she was 13 because she wants to have a boy. Whatever, you know, because of what the government says. Whatever, you know, our pastor, he doesn't let, you know, the girls get married under 18 until they're 18 and they can get married. And so she left the church.
What did she want?
She wanted to be with boys.
She wanted to be with boys. When she was how old?
She was 13.
She was
Even
13.
when she was younger, like 11 and 12, she
wanted to be with boys. She was boy crazy. And what happened?
And then she left the church because she wanted to be with boys.
And she left the church.
Fornication.
She learned to commit fornication.
And then we didn't held her back. Whatever, we gave her the ticket and gave her the food. Our pastor did. It's like, you know, because people want to go and they don't want to serve the Lord, and he doesn't want them in his church.
Okay. So he gave her what?
You know, a ticket to go to Richmond.
A ticket?
And, you know, money too.
And money? Okay. So if she wanted to leave, where were her parents?
Her parents, one of her parents was Susie Broderick, and she was in Richmond, and she got put out of church because she was a drug addict in the church. And pastor had to put her out because he doesn't allow drugs in the church, and you know, that's not if he let her in the church, and then everybody be able to do it in the church, that is not right. You know, we don't allow drugs. You know? And then her father, he was in the ministry, and he still is in the ministry. Brian Broderick.
Okay. Where's Brian Broderick at?
Right now, I think he's in LA. I think.
Okay. In LA.
Maybe working, whatever.
Okay. So if someone wants to leave, they can.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And I give them, you said, a ticket and money? Okay. You said she left because she liked boys. She was boy crazy? Okay. Has there ever been a time where you liked boys? Or thought about boys?
Maybe when I was younger. But, you know, when I was younger, I was more foolish then. But now, you know, I don't care at all. Cause,
okay.
You know,
what's different now than when you were younger? When you said you were foolish?
Because now, I mean, I've like seen more and seen people's experiences, what they have, like seen people like they get married, whatever, and then their wife ends up leaving them, or whatever, or the husband ends up leaving them, and they're just like, you know, we're not really stable. So I don't want anything to do with that. I just want, serve the Lord, keep my eyes focused on the Lord. Then if, in the years to come, then if the Lord wanted me to have a husband, then, of course I wouldn't mind, but I really don't care about boys at all.
Okay. How does that happen? If the Lord wants you to have a husband, what would you have to do? Like, how would you know?
I mean, because, because since there's a separation, then, the person would call the pastor and say, sir, or whatever, I like this person, whatever, this girl, whatever, can you ask her, whatever. And so the pastor asks the girl, whatever, and if she does, and, and they're of age, and then, they get married. But if they're not of age, then the pastor says no. We'll have to wait.
So if you have a certain boy, or a boy has a certain girl in mind, they call the pastor?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Correct me if I get this wrong, okay?
Okay.
So they call the pastor, and the pastor, if they're of age?
Yes.
What happens if they're of age?
And if they're of age, then they can get married.
And what age is that?
18.
18? Okay.
18 or over, yes.
Yeah, I didn't know. Sometimes you can have, like, parental consent and be younger. I didn't know if that happened or not. Does that ever happen?
No.
No?
Okay. And the government says they can't have it, whatever. So.
The government says
yeah, or
okay. So if they're under 18, they're not of the age of consent?
Yeah, if they're under 18, then
pastor?
Yeah.
What does he say?
He says, you're going to have to wait, whatever.
He says you're going to have to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you told me earlier that your favorite thing is to witness.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me more about that? I'm interested to know. You said you named off a bunch of places you've gone. What kind of things do you?
Well, like, we get, the gospel literature that our pastor, he writes and prints out. And we go to, like, just say Virginia Beach, and we go and put them on cars, and give them to hand them to people and tell them that the Lord Jesus Christ is coming back to earth again very soon. And if you have any sin in your soul, then you're going to a burning hell. Whether they reject it, whatever, most of them reject it, then, the blood is on their head, not ours, because, we tried to give them the gospel and they rejected it. And, that's what we do. We just put them on cars, and just praise and thanking the Lord.
Okay. So you put them on cars.
Mm-hmm.
What do they look like? What do they say?
It's like in the newsletter. They're really colorful. Like, some of them have our pastor's picture on the front of them, and it says by Tony Alamo, and then he writes whatever the Lord tells him to write. Like say brace yourselves. That talks about like in the last days there's going to be world earthquakes and tsunamis and all this terrible stuff that's going to happen to the earth. And then at the top it has a picture of the church, and it says Tony Alamo Christian Ministries. And I think it gives a volume of the tract of the gospel literature. Then at the end, at the other side of the tract, it has a sinner's prayer. After the person reads the tract, and if they're convicted, if they want to get saved, ask the Lord into their heart. And then there's a sinner's prayer there. And then at the bottom, it has the numbers to our churches and the website. And it says, there's a place provided for whoever wants to serve the Lord with their mind, soul, heart, everything they have, their strength, and there's a place, which is Tony Alamo Christian Ministries, and he has responses come in. He puts responses on the track too, on the gospel literature, and also I think he has Messiah inside of most of the tracks, or some of them, or all of them. I can't remember exactly, but it's a very expensive piece of literature, and he gives them out freely. It's very fun doing.
Okay. So you give them to people and you put them on cars? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
And some people reject them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What happens if they don't reject